Good day, I'm Homizu, and I am supervised by Professor Dr. Kanao Fukuda. My final year project title is Influences of Usage Frequency on the Sticky Key Problem of a Piano. First, what is a sticky key problem? This is a problem when a key does not recall after it is pressed, as shown in the video. The sticky key problem is often understood as the high humid air surrounding the piano keys affects it. So as you can see, there are many moving parts in the piano. In here, also right is same like here. There are wood felt and wooden part and nickel plated pins, center pins. So there are many frictional phenomena happen here. The piano technician often thinks that the wooden part or the wood felt part absorb the water in the air and increase in size. Thus, it will give more torque to stop the parts to return to the original position. Then the sticky key problem happen. According to world data, the relative humidity in Malaysia is always above 80%. Therefore, many Malaysian piano players faces the sticky key problem before. Here comes a question. If the high humidity is the only factor that influencing the occurrence of the problem, why are not all 88 keys experience the same problem since they are under the same humid condition? So with that question in mind, then usage frequency of a piano key is another influencing factor in sticky key problem is hypothesized in this final year project. An experimental survey is done. My target respondents is the Malaysian piano players who own an upright piano in their home. I want to clarify the relationship between usage frequency and the sticky key problem. So this is my flowchart of my questionnaire. In the part 1 of my flowchart, there are 3 questions. First, I divided the respondent into 2 groups according to their piano grade. So APRSM piano exam is one of the popular exams in Malaysia. In their syllabus, for grade 5 candidates, they will only play 2 octaves for their skills, while for the grade 6 players, they will play 4 octaves. The meaning of octave is range of key. There are 12 keys in an octave. The next question is what is the type of your piano? Because I will only want the respondent who are playing upright piano. And then followed by have you experienced sticky key problem before? Then the part 2 is about the sticky key. So I will ask what was the particular key, experience the sticky key, and does it often happen to it? So is there any other key? In part 3, I asked about the practicing frequency and duration. The questions like how many days per week do you practice on piano and how many hours do you practice on for one day will be asked. The last part is about room condition. I asked them, is there any air conditioning device in the piano room? What was the setting for temperature and humidity? And do they use the piano heater? A piano heater is a metal ball installed inside the piano. The piano heater will keep the moisture out of the piano. So I asked about how many hours do they turn it on. Then I asked about is the piano placed near to anything wet? If yes, what is the wet thing? Then a Google form is made and spread to the respondents to collect the data. This is the part A, then followed by the part B, then the part C, and part D. I added the image of the piano hitter to let them have the more understanding on this question. Eventually, I received 44 responses. In my Excel file, there are 27 upright pianos experiences sticky key problem. I made a figure for it to visualize the distribution of sticky key. As you can see here, there are keys labeled in red color, which means the keys experienced sticky key problem before. And also, there's a zone labeled in green color. Actually, this is a maximum key range that a ABRSM Grade 5 piano player will use in the exam. For example, if a candidate is asked to play F major for his left hand, he'll start from F2 all the way to F4. Then, if the candidate is asked to play the scales for E major for his right hand, he'll start from the E4, then ends at E6. So this is a maximum key range. Actually, this is the key range. No matter what grade the piano player is, they will use it frequently. In this green zone, there are 48 keys, and outside of it, there are 40 keys. I calculated the probability for the sticky key experience in the green zone. There were 16 keys, which makes the probability equals to 33.3%. And for the probability outside the green zone, because there were only 4 keys, which makes the probability is only 10%. As you can see here, the probability of a sticky key experience in green zone is always higher than the probability outside of the green zone. Next, also, piano players play white key more frequent than a black key. So I calculated the sticky key experience in white key and also for the black keys. They are 34.6% and 5.6%. This is also a big difference between them. Then I calculated the probability of a piano experience sticky key problem by different groups of weekly practicing time. As you can see here, they are equal or less than 5 hours, 5 to 10 hours, and more than 10 hours. In this bar chart, I differentiate the data into two groups, which are in a room with air conditioner or in a room without air conditioner. Therefore, the blue bar means they are playing the piano in a room which the humidity is under control. So for the red bars, it is not. As you can see, for the blue bars, there are not much variation. So the humidity is still a greater factor causing sticky key problem than weekly practicing time. But on the other side, for the red bars, the probability of a piano in a room without conditioner experience sticky key problem increase as the weekly practicing time increase. You can see that it increases from around 45% to 100%. As the conclusion, the hypothesis usage frequency of a piano is another important factor on the sticky piano key problem is verified. Thank you.